system is a pre-battle strategic system independent from the enchantment system. It allows you to increase heroes' attributes throughout the battle. The system will be unlocked after the player reaches level 7, and the slots within the Arcana list will also unlock one by one as the player's level increases. You will need to use Arcana fragments or gold for the purchase and upgrade of Arcana. It can also be acquired through other sources such as completing achievements. Before the start of a game, player will select the Arcana system in the preparation slot to create an Arcana combination best suited for their hero. The appropriate combination of Arcana can give players a clear advantage when the battle is begun. Arcana is split into 3 categories based on its functionality. Red Arcana focuses on increasing the hero's ability to attack. Purple Arcana focuses on increasing the hero's ability to self-recover. And Blue Arcana focuses on increasing the hero's defensive abilities. Arcana of each color is further split into 8 categories based on their bonuses: attack, life, defense, function, lifesteal, attack speed, critical hit, and pierce. Each independent Arcana has 3 levels. The higher the Arcana level, the more bonus it grants the hero. On the Arcana page, players can freely pick as they wish to create the combination from red, purple, and blue Arcana. Players can create their Arcana combination on the Arcana page based on the role of their hero and their own playstyle. After choosing your Arcana, you can click the top right of the Arcana page to rename and save your combination. In addition, the system has recommended combinations based on roles and playstyles for the player to select directly and use. Depending on the different combinations in a match, Arcana will enhance a hero's performance in different ways. Even if the player uses the most advanced Arcana for their combination, the bonus provided for the hero will not greatly affect the balance of the game. Then, how will the Arcana system help players? During the early stages of the match, the basic attributes of heroes are quite low. Even if the Arcana did not offer much bonus, it could bring about a considerable and substantial difference. Such a change will help the player decide their early game strategy and playstyle while adding more variables to the battlefield. Arcana combinations are not absolute. According to one's understanding of the hero and their playstyle, players will all have different combinations. Should you focus on certain enemy heroes or making up for the shortcomings of your allies? Should you take the initiative in teamfights or increase roaming efficiency? It is entirely up to the player. This marks the end of our video introduction to the Arcana system. Thank you for watching, and good luck on the battlefield. Class Introduction. Welcome to the class introduction of Arena of Valor. In Arena of Valor, the 2 sides will confront each other in teams of 5, and the heroes are the avatars of the players on the battlefield. Your knowledge of your hero and class is the first step towards victory. For your convenience, heroes are divided into 6 classes in the legendary duel: Tank, Warrior, Mage, Assassin, Marksman, and Support. Due to the unique abilities of some heroes, they will have multiple classes. Players can clearly see the characteristics of the 6 classes in the hero interface. Aside from this, players can also check the class of their chosen hero at Choose Character screen in a match. Tank class heroes. Tank class heroes fulfill the role of the meat shield of the team. If you're a fearless warrior who wishes to charge through the forefront of battle, then tank class heroes are undoubtedly the best suited for you. Disrupting the enemy's formation and drawing their fire is the core use of tank heroes. Thus, they also shoulder the heavy burden of initiating team battles. Warrior class heroes. Warrior class heroes excel in close quarter melee combat, combining the ability of dealing damage and tanking. Warrior class heroes are the backbone of the team, and they're suited to fight in any situation. At the same time, they have multiple item sets and play styles. In a real combat situation, we will prepare item sets based on the team's composition and battle situation to balance the team's overall offensive and defensive capabilities. Mage class heroes. Mage class heroes are the core of the team's offensive capabilities, dishing out large damage via magic. Using their spells and abilities to obliterate everything in their way is what all mages desire. Normally, mage heroes all have powerful magic damage capabilities, and a certain amount of control abilities to ensure that they can quickly defeat enemies with very high armor. But due to their poor survivability, they can be vulnerable targets for the enemy's attack. Assassin class heroes. Assassin class heroes are the masters of burst damage. Thus, they are quite difficult to use. If you're someone who enjoys the thrill of seeing the enemy fall to zero almost instantly, then the Assassin class heroes are your best choice. Assassin class heroes often combine excellent movement abilities with damage abilities. However, due to their lower basic HP than other heroes, Assassin class heroes rely on other players' ability to assess the situation and timing, as well as their mastery over the hero to maximize their potential. Marksman class heroes. Through steady and consistent physical damage, Marksman class heroes are also the core of a team's damage output. Different from the ability based on burst damage of mages, Marksmen prefer suppressing their enemies from afar and dishing out non-stop physical damage. But their fragility and lack of survival skills are their biggest shortcomings, putting them in a position where they are dependent on the protection and support of their allies. Support class heroes. Support class heroes value functionality. Normally, they are unable to deal substantial damage or have noticeable defensive abilities, but they have the important mission of protecting their allies, supporting their attacks, and guiding the initiations of team fights. Support players can also be the MVP. According to the different styles of the team, some teams require a tanker support hero, who can share the burden of the tank with higher offensive capabilities, whilst other teams require a functionality-based support hero, who can protect teammates in dire situations and provide buffs to control and enhance magical damage. Your choice is closely tied to the team's needs in real combat. A team will need to choose 5 out of the 6 classes above to form. Utilizing different combinations of heroes can bring forth different chemical reactions for the team, and the right mix of combinations will allow you to demonstrate your advantages. This concludes the class introduction for Arena of Valor. Good luck on the battlefield, and we will see you next time. Welcome to our video introducing the ping system in Arena of Valor. Arena of Valor is a fast-paced competitive multiplayer game. Communication and coordination within your team are vital to ensure victory. To help players communicate conveniently while reporting and delivering quick, accurate information on the battlefield, Arena of Valor has a context-sensitive built-in ping system that is easy to use. The ping button prompt is placed on the top right corner of the screen in a match. To use it, long press the ping button and point your finger to the triggerable area to send your team the corresponding ping. In addition, players can click the map button on the top right corner to expand the map and send pings by tapping the corresponding location on the map. Of course, players have the option to block ping sound effects and voiceover from other players to prevent interference during the battle. Battle alert pings. When players are on the move, they can send their estimated arrival time to teammates by tapping their location on the map. Players can request support from teammates by dragging the ping button prompt to their own hero. When the player is hidden in the grass, drag the ping button prompt to the grass to instruct teammates to hide themselves and ambush together. When a player is outside of the grass, dragging the ping button prompt towards the grass will notify teammates to be careful of an enemy ambush. Wilderness status ping. When Abyssal Dragon, Dark Slayer, or your own buff exists on the map, players can give corresponding attack commands to their teammates by tapping the corresponding monster directly on the map or by dragging the ping button prompt to the relevant monster. If a monster has yet to respawn, dragging the ping button prompt will notify the players of the corresponding monster's respawn time. Personal status ping. Players can notify teammates their skills are ready by dragging the ping button prompt onto their hero's skills. Dragging the ping button onto a skill and cooldown will alert teammates of the cooldown timer. When a hero dies, the player can drag the ping button prompt onto the death countdown to inform their teammates how long it will take to revive. In addition, players can inform teammates that they're returning to base by dragging the ping button prompt onto the recalling button while in recall. Enemy status ping. When the enemy has disappeared from a lane, the players can send an enemy missing ping by tapping on the lane. When the enemy reappears, tapping on the lane will signify how many enemies are present. Situation alert ping. Players can prompt teammates to defend structures by tapping their defense tower on the map or by dragging the ping button to the tower. When the player is not in a mid-recall state, and drags the ping button prompt to the recall button. It will remind teammates to return to base. Furthermore, players can send scores to teammates by dragging and dropping the ping button prompt onto the scoreboard. There are hundreds of different ping options in Arena of Valor. Players should use them strategically to give themselves and their team a leg up on the competition. Be aware that the ping button is only a notification. The key to victory lies in making the right informed decisions. This marks the end of our video introduction to the ping system in Arena of Valor. Tell us your favorite thing to ping in the comments. Thank you for watching. Good luck on the battlefield. Welcome to our video introducing the team communication systems in Arena of Valor. Arena of Valor is a fast-paced, competitive multiplayer game. Communication and coordination within your team are vital to ensure victory. To help players communicate quickly and clearly in-game, Arena of Valor has introduced team communication systems, such as pinging, quick messaging, built-in real-time voice chat, and emojis. Players can press the context-sensitive ping button prompt on the top right corner of the screen to instantly notify teammates of their status on the battlefield. Players can also drag and hold the ping button to various elements in-game for different alerts. Depending on the context, pings can be divided into types such as battle alerts, wilderness status, personal status, enemy status, and situational alerts. Check out our ping system introduction video to learn more about how you can use the ping system in Arena of Valor. Players can use the in-game quick message system to plan and communicate. Quick messages first appear as part of the pre-battle strategy screen.
Rally for a team fight.
Before the match, the player can set selections and adjustments within settings. These pre-made messages can be split into 3 major categories: defense, offense, and communication. Players can select 8 messages from these 3 categories to use as quick messages within Arena of Valor. Some quick messages even have voice lines that play when being used.
Let me get the buff.
In the event you want to communicate in more details with your teammates, you can also tap the box beneath the quick message window to enter text. Keep it clean. Aside from quick messages, voice chat will always be the most accessible and concise way to communicate on the battlefield. Players can use the game's built-in real-time voice chat system to speak and converse with their teammates directly. To use voice chat, tap the microphone button on the left side of the screen. When the player is queuing with friends in a pre-made party, they can choose the voice chat to be party only. Emojis are a fun and expressive way to communicate within Arena of Valor. Before the start of the match, players can equip emojis with their customization suite. Make an emoji selection while in a match to use the corresponding emojis. When triggering certain scenarios, heroes will automatically release their preset quick emojis. If there are teammates nearby that use an interactive emoji, and the player responds with an interactive emoji of their own, a new effect will be created for both emojis. One last thing to note, emoji displays can be seen by your enemies. Use your smileys wisely.
I picked Dragontail. Not the other way around.
Painting genius Jan. Since his childhood, the exceptionally talented Jan has reached the pinnacle of painting as a teenager. But when inspiration dries up, causing the talented young man to fall into infinite anxiety, his master sends him on a journey to find inspiration, taking with him the Rivers and Mountains Dream Scroll and Sword of Inspiration in his path to find materials. The young man's search for a breakthrough is fraught with crisis, but this is no obstacle for the battle-savvy Yan, who will hold the brush of the Sword of Inspiration in his hand and repel the enemies that stand in his way as he paints everything in his path. Passive, Spiritual Spark. When Yan uses Skill 1 and Skill 2, he will gain a stack of energy, having 2 stacks of energy, depending on the difference in the previous skill. Will cause the next normal attack to gain additional boost. After using an enhanced normal attack, his attack speed will increase. Yan's skill will mark an enemy when it hits them. Dealing damage to the same target will consume the mark and trigger additional physical damage, restoring Yan's own HP in the process. Skill 1. Black Jade Sprinkle. Yan will deal damage and apply movement speed reduction to enemies in a fan shape in front of him. Passive enhanced normal attack. After a short delay, deals damage to the enemy in front and knocks them away. He can move during the delay and deal additional damage to minions and wild monsters. Skill 2. Draconic Step. Yan moves forward in an arc, dealing damage to enemies along the path. Yan is untargetable while using the skill. Passive enhanced normal attack. Charging towards the target enemy and dealing damage, he can use another part of Skill 2 within a short time frame. Additional Skill 2 cast has a separate cooldown calculation and does not accumulate energy. Skill 3. Hills of Dream. Yan releases his seal, entering enhanced status and dealing damage to surrounding enemies, receiving a massive physical penetration, and can use the second part of the ultimate skill. He gains super armor and reduces damage taken during the cast. Yan will enhance all of his other skills. The second part of ultimate. Yan charges forward and deals massive damage and knocks away enemies in a massive range forward. Enhanced Skill 1. Deal 2 instances of damage to the enemy. Enhanced Skill 2. Deals even higher damage. Yan's ultimate skill buff will increase with every upgrade. When ultimate is upgraded to level 1, the skill damage of Skill 1 and 2 increases by 50%, and the number of times the mark can be triggered also increases. When ultimate is upgraded to level 2, passive enhanced normal attack hitting enemies will extend the enhanced status duration and can be used multiple times when under the buff from the second part of Yan's ultimate. They aren't affected by cooldown reduction. When ultimate is upgraded to level 3, passive enhanced normal attack will return 1 stack of energy. Yan is a highly controllable warrior-type assassin. His damage will continuously increase as the game goes on. He becomes extremely powerful in the later stages of the match. Thus, rapid growth and increasing level are important for Yan. The key to mastering Yan is utilizing Yan's skill set, launching enhanced normal attacks with different effects, and making use of the short cooldown time of his skill set to continuously dish out skill combos. At the start of the game, if Yan needs to support and gank enemies, he can save a stack of his passive in the bush. Use Skill 1 to slow down enemies who passes by, and trigger Skill 1's enhanced normal attack to knock away the target, to crowd control them and coordinate with teammates to finish them off. Yan needs to save up 1 stack of his passive while chasing down enemies. He needs to make use of Skill 2 to get close to the enemy first, then uses enhanced normal attack's additional reset of Skill 2 to continue pursuing. Once the gap is closed, use Skill 3, Skill 1, enhanced normal attack, Skill 3's second part to finish up. In team fights later in the match, make use of the buff effect from the ultimate to bring forth a good haul. Yan needs to attack from the flank. Use Skill 2 first to close in on the back row, followed by Skill 3, normal attack, Skill 1, normal attack, the second part of Skill 3, Skill 2, Skill 1 to finish them off. When there are multiple tank-type heroes in the enemy composition, due to Yan's lack of high damage before using his ultimate, he needs to watch his timing when he enters the battle. Make use of the physical penetration from the ultimate, as the bonus can deal quite substantial damage even against tank-type heroes. Due to marks being able to be triggered multiple times, while in enhanced status, coordinating with Skill 2's movement and skill 1's damage, you can potentially take down tanks. Yan's passive HP Restore allows him to have decent survivability. Watch your timing on using skill 2's untargetable effect to dodge enemy damage. Yan needs to improvise in battle and requires careful observation of the situation on the battlefield to choose the right skill to cast.
Jade Fan Beauty Yue. As the Princess of the Dragon Kingdom, Yue brandishes a fan as her weapon, retaining her elegance even in battle. Aqua Force and Mountain Crusher allow her to easily control the whole battlefield, and Borrowed Might allows Yue to unleash endless attacks. If an enemy dares to offend Yue's grace, then they will taste the power of Rising Wind. Passive skill, Borrowed Might. Every time Yue uses Aqua Force and Mountain Crusher, she will gain a stack of Borrowed Might. When she has 2 stacks of Borrowed Might, Yue will reset the cooldown time of Aqua Force and Mountain Crusher and strengthen the next Aqua Force or Mountain Crusher. Skill 1, Aqua Force. Yue throws 2 bone fans at close range, dealing damage to enemies in their path. After strengthening, Yue will throw out 4 bone fans when using Aqua Force. Aqua Force will deal several times the damage where the bone fans converge. Skill 2, Mountain Crusher. Yue throws 2 bone fans at far range, dealing damage to enemies in their path. After strengthening, Yue will throw out 4 bone fans when using Mountain Crusher. Mountain Crusher would deal several times the damage where the bone fans converge. Skill 3, Rising Wind. Yue knocks back nearby enemies and deals damage to enemies in its path while pushing them back slightly. Yue will gain additional vision. Yue is a long-range mage with a powerful ability to exhaust the enemies, but is complicated to operate. To deal perfect damage using Yue, you need to be skilled in combining her skills to deal damage multiple times stronger. However, when Yue overlaps with the enemy, both Aqua Force and Mountain Crusher can deal full damage. When in the lane period, Yue can quickly clear enemy creeps via refreshing her skills through her passive skill and then assist the side lanes. In team fights, Yue needs to use Mountain Crusher multiple times to exhaust the enemies and frequently use Aqua Force to charge up her passive skill to look out for chances to kill or exhaust fragile enemy heroes. The core combo of Yue is to save up a stack of her passive in advance and instantly use Mountain Crusher twice to deal burst damage. But be cautious. Yu's ultimate is the only life-saving skill, so she needs to save her ultimate to be aware of enemy assassins' heroes in team fights.
They think I'm crazy, or am I really brave? I don't let nothing faze me, there's no hold up delay. I still survive Dubs elite, I bring it, yeah. 50 feet step back, I'm about to speak my G, I'm with it, yeah. Sun shines, I dream bigger. Believe in myself, I maintain rigor. Be what I wanna be, don't be little. Me.
No pain, no gain. If you don't wanna fade away, look both ways, hope pays. Heroes move in silence when they see the day. Yeah, I'm a queen. I overcome relentless pain, and I got it in my genes. I pass through anyway's crisis, no matter what the price is. Prepare.
Hey, send me up at any location, I hold up and mow them down. Look at the constellations for consolation while I retain my crown. Back in the background, I'm a background, what goes gon' come back round. I'm self-made, built every day from the ground up, I say it proud.